Well, hello, 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 everybody. Good to see you. Hey, Robin. Hey, Cheryl. Shauna. Hello, hello, hello. Leslie. Hello. How is everybody doing? Hi, Deb. How are you? So, everybody, come on in. Say hi. Don't be shy. Because you know, if you shy, you don't walk away with anything, okay? You got to come out and you got to be bold and you got to say hi and you got to tell me how life is. All the stuff. All the things. All the things. Thank you very much. Hey, Elaine, how are you? Hey, Sean. Hey, Kim, how are you? Let's see what else we have here. My comments are acting up. Of course they are. Of course they are. Hi, Rosie. Good to see you. Let us see here. See if I can get them all out here so I can see it. Da-da-bum-bum. Hi, Linda. So come on. Tell me all the things. All the things. I'm watching you on my phone too, okay? So that is a good thing. Let us see. Let me see if I can get this to do what it should. So I can see everybody. Hi, Karen. I see you. Deb. I see you, Deb. Let me see. Trying to make sure. Norma. Hello, Norma. I see you. Everybody, yeah, cough, allergies. Guys, can I tell you? It has been a solid minute. Like, I went to Miami for exciting news. Hold on. My messages are starting to pick up a little by little. My massages. You know I read that as messages, right, Kim? You know I did. Kim, I'm old. You must pardon me and my oldness. That's great. That's awesome. I'm so glad. Congratulations on that. I love that. I got to read a message daggone right here. Oh, yeah, really? Your messages? Well, that's great. Don't know what messages, but hey, Jen. Hey, Christine. How are you? That is wonderful, babe. That is so good. See, consistency and doing what you need to do, all of the things. I went to Miami and was there for 5 days, Lee and I, for the Market America Leadership Conference. Um, and can I tell you, it has been major years since I have been this busy, like all the time. Like, I mean, from 5 in the morning until like 12 o'clock at night. Well, I mean, we were just going. So by the time I got off the airplane and got home, which we didn't even get home till like midnight, and we landed in Charlotte. Lee was already not feeling real good. It took me a day or two, but man, boom! You talk about the flu getting me. I went down for the count. First time I'd been sick in a year. I had 104 fevers. They would break. I would think I was on the way to getting better, and then all of a sudden they would come back again. I didn't have a voice. I still have this really like cough, but they say that's the last thing to go. But I was determined I was getting on here. So yeah. Happy early Valentine's Day for sure. Yes, indeed. Hold on. What Elaine says, another daughter married, another granddaughter born, another grandbaby on the way. Feels healthier than last year. Community play with my husband, youngest daughter. Life runs on. Sometimes over us. Yes, I was feeling that over us thing. I was, but here I am. I'm back. Oh, everybody, Miss Janice is on here. Miss Janice is recovering. I don't know how many were praying for her. It's been a couple of weeks since we had the devotional on Tuesdays with me because I've been out of town and everything. But I briefly talked to Janice and she was doing good. Still healing the whole 9 yards. So please, please make sure that you keep her on your prayer list. Yeah, the crud has been awful. Look, I knew people who had it, but Jen, I'm here to testify. It was horrible. Like we really needed to go out and like cut our grass. And we did that today. Like I went out and I was pulling all the weeds up. I was coughing the whole time, of course. But man, oh man, like trying to get my energy levels back. Thank God for the supplements I'm taking, right? I probably would have been dead and y'all probably would have been like sending your regards and all that stuff. Thank God, like it kept me. I didn't miss those even when I was sick. Okay, my husband went somewhere. The teapot's going off. The teapot that you hear in the background is like going off because he was not in front of the stove because he's supposed to be making me hot tea. It's all good. Bib's on the job. Need you to know it. Bib's on the job. So, let's see here. Sean says my throat has been hurting really bad the last few days. That's all part of it. And then you know what? If you put allergy season on top of that, that can be really, really, really bad. But I will tell you, for all my allergy sufferers, you need to look up OPC3 because I am telling you, it is a fixer of allergy symptoms, and it's all natural, and it's the strongest antioxidant on the planet. Thank you very much. And you need that. You need that if you don't want to run around looking like a hot, snotty mess all the time and waking up with everything puffy, all of that stuff. So, yeah, 100%. Let's see. Jen says it was almost 80 degrees today here in Wisconsin. Wow, that seems like really warm, unusually for Wisconsin. Am I wrong, Jen? Opened all the windows to air out the house. 100%. That's what you do. That's what you do. 100%. I have got all kinds of crap on my glasses. That's terrible. I should have cleaned them before I got on here. Seeing all these extra words, right? That's horrible. Okay, so first share. Y'all have been sharing. I love this. Hold on, keep going. I'm also trying to keep up with the chat here, so give me a minute. I have to keep refreshing. Hi, Lori. I see you. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody because my comments are like way crazy. So if you come in, make sure you say hi. I know I was last minute announcing this, but I honestly did not know how I was going to feel. So, and I was like, and they're going to get me without makeup. They're going to get me with a hat on. They're going to get me after the yard work. They're just going to get me. But in all reality, it's not really anything you haven't seen before. Now, is it? Like, how many times when I was like, pardon the hot mess. It's all here. Hot mess. Same person, just hot mess vicinity. I'm here for you. So yeah. Hi, Inez. How are you, my sweet friend? Good to see you on here. Hi, Fran. I see you. Hey, Mary Becker. I see you, and Britta. So thanks for being on here. So we are trying. Look, this is just catch up. Everybody, when I ask when you would like these, everybody tended for whatever reason to go back to the Friday nights, but they also ask most people. We did the last one at 7, and you all wanted it later, so I get it. My West Coast friends, people getting home from work, this or that, trying to get settled. So we're going to settle into Friday nights at 9 o'clock, and we're going to make this an ongoing event just where we can kind of keep up and know what we're praying for and what we're talking about and how business is going for you and all the things. Hold on, I'm looking here, making sure I didn't miss anything else. I don't think I did. I don't know why this is not scrolling right. Ever since I got this computer, it has been that way. But yeah, so now in my world, we're preparing for the next event, which is going to be Icon in August. For us, which is our big international convention. Like, we have our leadership school at the end of February, beginning of March every year, normally in Miami. They're kind of toying with maybe Vegas one year, but normally in Miami, which is fine for me. But they always have Icon in North Carolina because Market America is located in North Carolina, and people get to come and actually tour the facility and see the shipping and meet customer service and see the whole 9 yards, how everything works. So that's coming up next. So real excited for that because, of course, it's right in my backyard, which is always nice, right? Let me see what else. Oh, I know some of you probably saw it, but hey, look, I need to show you. First award in Market America. I got this was their Chairman's Challenge Award, which they have this challenge every 6 months from event to event. You have to, this is basically from the world everybody comes from. It has to do with recruiting and sales and how many people you can get to the event, the next event, which is cool. So the minimum is 5 people or 5 tickets to the event. 5 new people who come on as unfranchised business owners, and 5,000 BV, which is business volume. Okay. So that's a lot of products sold, a lot of products. So it's 5, 5, and 5. Most people do this probably in the first 3 or 4 years they can do this. And somebody basically said, well, if you'll be lucky if you do that in the first 3 or 4 years, like that will really be good for you. And I basically said, challenge accepted, man. Challenge accepted. Like, I know the industry. I know what people need. I believe in the products that I have. And y'all know me. If I believe in the company and I believe in the products and I believe in the opportunity, you ain't going to shut me up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to talk about it all day long. I am. And as you can tell, I have found my mojo. I have found it again. I am like just flipping out because we have all these new products. And I shouldn't say all these new products. They are very particular. I love it. Like, they'll have a couple of new jewelry products come out because we have fine jewelry. We don't have cosmetic jewelry. It's not like shopping at Zales or anything, right? But it's like that mid in between there. But we also have, of course, the wellness guys, which I have been feeling so good with the wellness. But we have beauty. Our beauty line is like second to none, in my opinion. And I know I've been in the beauty industry for a really long time, but because I have been, and I put things side by side, things that I bought from Ulta, things, of course, from being part of Avon, it is definitely a different tier of makeup. We have what's called Custom Blend Foundation, which you take training for and you buy your kit, where many of my girls on my team have bought the kit, and they literally match your skin tone, your makeup to your skin tone. Like, they literally have the greens, the purples, the yellows, the pinks, and they mix your foundation so that it fits to the T to your skin. No more mixing 2 colors, none of that stuff. I mean, it is amazing to me. I didn't even know such a thing existed, really. And by the way, they do this on Zooms. They do this person to person. They do this at events. Phyllis is doing this. Janae just started doing this. God, there's a few of the girls who have actually, they're now taking their training before they get their kit. They're doing bridal shows for makeup. I mean, it's just, I'm like losing my mind because there's so many different areas that people have been fitting in here. So definitely love that. Hi, Michael. Hey, Kim, I see you there. Elaine, thank you so much. We are, I am really happy. And for all of you who have, been looking for me to find my space again, like me to find my mojo, me to feel like I can believe in something again, and then I want to wake up every morning and I want to talk about it, and I can help people, and I can lead people again, and people don't have, like, not everybody's on the same time frame. Like, there's no limitation to, you got to do this in this amount of time, and you got to do that in that amount of time, and you got to do that. It's not like that. Like, people get to go at like their rate. Like, some people go 25 miles an hour, some people go 55 miles an hour, some people go 70 miles an hour, But in the meantime, I love it because it fits them. It fits them and what they need. And so being able to feel like my heart is full again, and that every day I wake up to a new text or a new message, and they just completely redid our site. And look, we've had that. You got to understand, I had PTSD. When I heard they were redoing the site and they were going to bring it back up, y'all know I had PTSD, right, with Market America. not because just because of my history. Like every time Avon did something new, we were like, oh my gosh, is it going to come up? Is it going to stay down for hours? Can I tell you, they didn't even say that it was coming. Like we went to bed one night and we got up the next day, and all of a sudden you looked and the site was different. Like it was just different, but it was like freaking organized, and I mean it was like amazing. Like they wanted to work on like my personal marketamerica.com site, and let me encourage you. I'm going to put it right here in the comment, and I'm going to pin it. If you want to see something that righteously looks like an amazing site, a lot of you have been following me in the old site. All of you said the same thing, and I agreed that it didn't seem to tell you a whole lot. You had to talk to me, right? So I'm going to put this on here. Hold on. And then I am going to pin this. Let me see if it'll let me pin it at the top. I don't know if it will or not. But go check out marketamerica.com onward, which of course, guys, is my site. Because, and I'm going to pin it right at the top. Go look at what they've done. If you went there 5 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, trying to find out like what we were all about and what were the products and what were the joining and what did you have to do, they have redone it, and they slipped this to us while we were in Miami. Everybody lost their mind. The site hasn't gone down. The site hasn't gotten jumpy. Everything. Thank you, baby. Everything is. Yep, got it. Thank you so much. Lee just made me some hot teas, guys. It was so nice to realize that I tried to get anxiety and PTSD all at the same time because I had been through. And you know what it showed me? It showed me that not all companies are the same. That's what it showed me. And that's okay. It doesn't make anybody's company it doesn't make anybody's company worse. Of course, we all think our own company is the best, right? Of course. But many of you that are on here from all different companies, I was just so used to things messing up. You know, like we have customer for life. Like if you register as my preferred customer, do you realize the moment that your email is attached to me, no matter what happens, I never lose you as a customer. I never lose you as a customer. They make sure of that. They guarantee that. Do you know that if they're on Amazon too, but if somebody goes and let's say they bought makeup from me, but they didn't realize there was wellness, but they're on Amazon and they buy wellness from Amazon, right? And it's going to be at a higher price than I do. Do you know that they have a whole team that goes and researches all those sales from Amazon? And if any of those emails are linked to me or linked to anybody in my team or linked to another UFO, do you know they attach that sale and that commission to that UFO, that unfranchised business owner? Because they say, that was your customer. You established that preferred customer. We want you to get that retail. We want you to get the business volume, the BV for it. And I just thought, boom, man, boom. Like, you know, I was told for years that couldn't be done. That couldn't be done. And no, forget that. That can't. And I'm here to tell you, it can be done. It can be done because they've done it. So absolutely freaking love it, 100%. Hold on, let me look here and see who else do we have. Jen says Molly is back. Absolutely. Oh, and thanks for the congratulations, guys. Was so happy. So happy about that. You know what? I'm gonna tell you though the same thing I have always told you. Truth of the matter is, I set my eye on doing that chairman's challenge, right? I really did not know if I was going to do that because being less than a year, at the time that I said I was going to do it, I was only 6 months in the company. So here I am thinking, man, I don't know if I can do this. But I thought, what's the worst thing that can happen? That I have more customers and I have more team members and I have more people that I encourage to be at the next event, to come and check things out or to be there. The worst thing that could happen is that my business would be better, right? The worst thing that could happen is that I was sitting in a better place, that I may not have gotten the trophy, I may not have gotten the recognition, but because I worked so hard and because I was consistent and because I believed and kept talking about everything I did for that 6 months and even now, right? Because of that, it all came together and boom, I hit it. I hit it. It just reminded me of so many times when I didn't hit goals, right? But I honestly couldn't get mad for long when I didn't, because my business was in a better place because of it. So the whole thing in a nutshell is, no matter what business you're in, no matter where you're at, if that business is what you've chose to believe in, if that business has got incentives or things that you're like, I want it, I want to go for it, no matter what, I'm going to tell you, just go after it, man. Go after it. Because the worst thing that can happen is that you have more customers, more sales, more money in your pocket, and maybe more team members or whatever, right? So I tell you the same thing that I would tell anybody. I don't care if you're with Scentsy, if you're with Avon, if you're with Mary Kay, if you're with Tupperware, Market America. I got many of my Market America friends that I've met are in here now. And of course, my team members, some of them are in here too. What I'm telling you is, no matter what you want, even if it is, look, when I think about me having a goal, and people like DoorDash, they have incentives too, where they go, you do this, or an Uber, you do this many rides and you can earn this much money, blah, 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 extra money. I always win for that stuff, right? Because I thought, the worst thing that can happen is that I end up with more money in my pocket. So wouldn't we be stupid like not to? Like, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, even if it's your regular job, always be willing to do your best. Always be above board. Even when the days are bad, keep knowing that when you leave there knowing you gave your absolute best, because it is always a reflection on you. It is always a reflection of life and how you've chosen to live it in business. And by the way, your kids, your grandkids, they're watching you. They're watching you. You don't think my kids weren't watching me when I just completely said, I'm going to go do something new? You don't think they weren't like, I know my mom, but I hope she knows what she's doing. They knew I wasn't happy, right? But the point is, I knew they were watching me, and I knew that I had to prove myself 100% about the fact that if I want something, no matter how fast or slow it goes, if I believe in it, I have to work it every day like I believe in it. If you are struggling with something health-wise, you must do what the doctor says. If he says you can't sit on that couch, you've got to get up and move. You've got to walk. I know it hurts. You've got to go to physical therapy. You've got to do this. For me, even though I was sick and I had fever, I would still get up and I would move around because I didn't want to get pneumonia, right? And I knew if I moved around, if I kept taking my supplements, I knew that it didn't mean I wouldn't get it, but it did mean that I had a less of a chance to get it, or it wouldn't be as bad as the average person. So you've got to do what you've got to do, no matter what. Honest to God, my philosophy hasn't changed at all. And what I teach you guys, it hasn't changed at all. You just have to keep going. The saying is still onward, no matter what. No matter what. So I don't know where all that preaching came from. But hey, Michael, I see you there, baby. Michael said, I found my mojo. Carrie's like me at 1 mile per hour. Shut up, Carrie's doing good. Carrie made herself a sale. We were all celebrating her, right? We was all celebrating her. I loved it. Hey, Rosie. I see Rosie is on here. Pin your site. Yep, I did, friend. It's all, but yep. Hey, Carrie, that's my hashtag. Hashtag hot mess. That's me, girl. 100%. Lee's on here. Everybody say hi to Lee. And hey, look, and if you're on here, if you're on the replay, make sure that you let me know that you were on here. Hashtag replay. Hashtag hey Molly. Hashtag Jesus take the whole car. Hashtag onward. Hashtag come on. You know the hashtags. That ain't changed. Come on. Let me know you were here because I go back and I look at this and I do read the comments. Rosie says Miss Molly's preaching the total mindset. Go for the goal and you can get the gold. 100% Rosie. 100%. That's exactly what we do. Okay, so let me tell you what else happened. Well, how about this? Did you all see it? Lee posted it. I didn't know if he was going to get it or not. But our team was doing so well in Market America. Lauren and Mark asked me, who are the owners and the founders of Market America, asked me to speak on the main stage at the first day too, which was crazy. And I'm like, what? I'm like, I die. And I was really, really weird about it. You know, first I said no because I just felt like I didn't know if I had really earned the main stage. You know, I hadn't been there long. I mean, shoot, it's not like I just got up on the main stage with Avon, right? All of a sudden. Some of you may remember it that way, but I had already been in by the time you came in, right? So I was a bit apprehensive about it, to tell you the truth. I had to pray about it. I had to talk to Lee about it. And of course, they weren't going to script me. You know, old Steve Boston's there, so he knows. They said, we just want you to talk about what you're doing and what your team's doing because, you know, our team was, we were, I think, number 2 for growth in the whole company. And that was amazing to me. I had no clue. I had no clue that I knew we were doing well. I did not know we were doing that well. And of course, we developed our name. You all have been seeing Phoenix Rising all over the place, you know, as we were bringing that in. And I was able to flash that up. Steve Boston took care of that so that I could celebrate all the team that was there. And, you know, hard to believe this whole journey started with me and Joanna. And now, you know, we have this powerhouse of just people that we love that are on this team who have taken everything at their own speed and they've found the products that they love and they're sharing those products and people have decided they want to feel better, they want to look better, they want to buy better, they want all the things. And when people decide that and they think, oh, what do I want? I need this, I need that. Immediately, if you're the one who's put your name out there, they're going to think of you. They're going to think of you. That's how this works. That's why I've been telling you guys for years to brand yourself. Don't brand the company. Don't, you know, again, everybody may have known for years and years and years that if you wanted Avon, you went to Molly. Well, let me tell you what people are thinking now. You want wellness, you go to Molly. Market America, yeah, I heard about that. First time I heard about that, it was that Molly Stone Bib Girl. Yeah, that's her. They have wellness. They have beauty. They have skincare. Matter of fact, you can go to Molly's site and you can shop Kohl's, you can shop Walmart, you can shop Home Depot, you can shop thousands and thousands and thousands of stores through my site and you can earn cash back. You can't do that when you go to their regular site. But when you shop through my site, when you go to shop.com, and that's another one, look at the marketamerica.com/onward, that tells you what Market America is all about, right? Tells you all of that. But when you go to my shop.com/onward, you can put up in the search bar, any store you want to shop at. And if that store, which is, we have over 3,000 stores, participates with our program, you can earn cash back and phenomenal deals every time you shop with those stores, as long as you start at my site. As long as you start there. Like, I started my site for everything. I like cash back. I like the fact that I don't have to wait for 3 months for Rakuten to give it back to me or some of these other people who are there. Like, I have a VIF wallet that my cash back goes into. And as soon as that bad boy hits $10, I can take it out. I can spend it on, so I can do whatever I want to do with it. I'm like, I don't know who these geniuses were, who even thought of something like this. That not only can you buy our product, our products, our wellness, our isotonics, our beauty, all of the, our motives, our Lumiere de Vie, our name brands, right? You can buy those. But you can go to all these other stores that everybody knows. You can get their deals and you can get cash back with us. It, it's like a no-brainer. Like, when is the last time somebody paid you to go shopping? When's the last time? It's amazing. It's amazing to me. And that's what I've been learning and figuring out myself, just exactly what this business will do. And it does so many different things. It's absolutely crazy how much it does. There are, let me see here. Deb saying hi to Lee. All good. Everybody's like, hey, Nate. Lee's like, I don't know anything. Yes, he does. Don't even let him tell you that. Oh my gosh. I did. I came out to, that was their picking. I came out to Welcome to the Jungle. Think that fits? Just saying. Think that fits? Welcome to the Jungle. It was a good time. It was a really good time. I don't know if it was the second or third night, the team decided we were all going to go to Margaritaville. So I didn't know they had one in Miami, but they did. So we went to Margaritaville, and we were all like, all these tables connected, like we're all sitting, and girls decide they're gonna buy me drinks, man. Yeah, like, now let's be clear. Mama Molly hadn't had a stitch of liquor, nothing, in like the past year. Okay, just cause, not because I've been like, oh, I'm not drinking liquor, just cause. I've been busy working. If I wasn't door dashing, if I wasn't doing this, if I wasn't building the business, there was no reason to, right? And when I said, oh, wow, strawberry margarita, that sounds good, they all said, make it a double with the floater. I'm like, what? And they did, okay? Double with the floater. Well, can I tell you that like a third of the way through the double with a floater, can I tell you, I was like tapping my teeth. I can't feel my teeth. What's going on? I was like, I could feel my words trying to slur. It felt like when I was saying the word, it was like, how are you? Yeah, and I knew. Look, the next day, I had to go speak at somewhere else too, because they had me on these little stages like after the main event where you could go and hear about social media and stuff like that, and I was one of their guest speakers for stuff like that. And all I'm thinking is, that margarita is so good. But my face was all hot and flushed, and my words were like all like blah, 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 and they were all laughing at me. They thought that was just the funniest crap ever. Thank you very much. I'm like, okay. Then we got our coconut shrimp, which I love. And these big, massive nachos, like, they must have had everything on them. And I swear they were stacked like this high. And Phyllis and Lee and we were all eating them. But it was a good time. But honestly, I could not feel my teeth. I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot fix my vegan. I cannot fix it. Yeah, Drunken Molly goes, that was me, Rosie. Rosie, it was not pretty. Rosie, I didn't get sick or anything, but I woke up with a headache. But let me tell you, Gary Brecka, if anybody knows him, he's the world's #1 biohacker in the world. And Gary Brecka has partnered with our company, Mark in America, and he came out with these H2 tabs, which is basically you put them in your water to make your water hydrogen water. It makes it healthier. It hydrates you. It makes you feel better. It helps with hangovers. All of a sudden, all the girls were giving me their H2 tablets. They all felt so bad by the time they was going to get me to the room, right? That it was like, here, take this, take one now, take one in the morning, drop it in your water, you're going to feel okay. And can I tell you, here I was. I had my bottle of water and I was like, oh my Lord, I'm going to kill me somebody when I see him. I cannot think. And I was dropping my little pill in my water and drinking it down. And I will say, by the time I actually got down to the event that morning, I was feeling much better. My fingers were still real swollen from the alcohol. Um, but I realized why I don't drink much anymore. I realized it. I cannot handle it. I cannot handle it anymore to save my life for sure. Should have been the Stone Cold Steve. Yeah, Lee wanted me to come into so much. What do you mean bras were flying? Bras were not. Do not listen to Bib. There were no bras flying. There were, no, there were not any bras flying. And there was nobody swinging from any chandeliers or nothing like that. That wasn't happening. Yep, it was me. I was definitely chair massage vendor event number 2 happening tomorrow. Kim, that is so great. That is absolutely wonderful that you are taking that and you are running with that. I am so proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing. She did not. What were you hungover the next day? I was. I was. Yes, I was, but they fixed it. I was hungover. I woke up hungover, Rosie, and it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. I was like, what am I going to do? Like, everybody's going to be able to see it. They're going to say, what happened to you? You had something that, what happened? I'm going to be like, I blamed it on my team. My team got me drunk. That's what happened. And it wasn't really drunk. It was more like I was feeling really good. I couldn't feel my teeth. I tell all of you, if you go out with me and we having something to drink, if you ever see me do this, yeah, I'm trying to like that, and you're all you have to do is go, Molly, can you feel your teeth? Because Molly is starting to feel just a little bit froggy, and she got a little buzz going on, and she's just making sure that she can feel her teeth. That's what I do. That's what I do. So no table dancers. Nope. Yep. Oh yeah, that's true. By the time Lee woke up, yeah, I was good because I was already taking the hydrogen and hydrogen water. Yeah, I was. Those hydrogen pills are great. So the other thing that happened, of course, you all hear me talk about Lauren Ridinger all the time. Founder of the company, her husband JR died suddenly a little over 2 years ago. Um, an embolism and was gone like that while they were on vacation. And Lauren finally told her story, Scrambled or Sunny Side Up. It's a New York Times bestseller. You'll see there. We have the sticker on there right there. You can see it. It was so great to see her on the list. I have read this book now twice. It is very engaging. It will make you cry. It will make you laugh. You will go, oh my gosh, I relate to this lady so much. I mean, I know she's a billionaire and all, but I got to tell you, she wasn't a billionaire all the time. And but her story about her relationship with JR, how she met them, how they started the business, and it also gets to the death and how she handled that and how she was going to handle it. Was she going to get back up? Was she going to, she was offered right away. The vultures came in. They all were making her offers. They all wanted to buy the business. They wanted to buy Market America. They wanted shop.com. They wanted to buy all of that. And she had to really take a minute. And she realized that it wasn't her business to sell. That this business was created and made by the UFOs who had absolutely believed in JR when this plan came up. I mean, this company's only 30, 32 years old, I believe, going on 33. And JR, I believe, was speaking to her. And when you read this book, I need you to know this is probably one of the rawest books and most honest that I have ever felt in a long time. And look, I have never lost a spouse. But you all know that I have lost plenty of people. I lost my mom when I was 16. You know that I lost Mikey when I was trying to nurse him back to health. I've lost my dad. There are so many losses in my life. But this one resonated with me. This book told the feelings and the emotions exactly how they were. Not that they stayed there, but what she felt and how people were trying to take care of her and everybody tried to tell her what to do and scrambled her sunny side up. That is what JR asked her every morning. Baby, how should I have my eggs this morning? Scrambled or sunny side up? And and after so many times of asking that, she was like, JR, I do not know. I am not eating the eggs. I am not even having eggs this morning, JR. Like, what do you want, baby? Do you want them scrambled or do you want them sunny side up? It's your decision, he'd say. But baby, what do you think? You know the question that she misses every single morning? Hey, baby, how should I have my eggs? Scrambled or sunny side up? And I love this because you see the yolk in the middle is shaped in a heart. And I bought a bunch of these books. I did. I stood in line and Lauren personally autographed every single one of them. She never left a room. She did this every day of the event until every person was out of the line that wanted signatures. She sat there and she did it. I've just never met anybody like her. I've never met anyone like her brother Mark. I have never met an executive team like these people. They are more like family. They care. Everything they do is for the best of us. The website. We have this thing called Copilot that is for only UFOs, our unfriends business owners, where you can ask this thing anything. It will make QR codes for you. It will give you the answer to questions about products. You can ask it to make a post for you, and it will. So, like AI, yeah, but like our AI, our own. We have people like Dr. D, who was one of the first people I met in the company, who just wants to see everybody get well. And, America's on that road to trying to make America healthy again. And I believe that I am exactly where I'm supposed to be and that I'm supposed to be part of the journey to say, when I have friends who are suffering from lack of sleep or suffering from their joints hurting or they're depressed because they feel like they have to accept what somebody else is doing and they're down on themselves or somebody who needs to lose weight and nothing has worked for them or somebody who just is so worried about heart health, all the things, right? That I can now say, I have something for that. And I've taken or am taking so much of it that I know how much better I feel. And you all have followed my story and you continue to do so. Because my honesty and my storytelling of everything that I've gone through in some way or another has related to a lot of you. That's what brings us together. Some of you have been with me since the beginning of the journey of social media. Many of you were the reason why I get on now and I still do what I do. This is not about what company I'm with. This is about the fact that whether I'm sharing some Jesus with you, or I'm asking you to pray for me, or rather you want to share some great news or a picture of a puppy or a great cooking dish, because you know I'm all about the meals and the recipes and the food. You know that, right? Or if you want to be an overcomer, or you know you need somebody to pray for you, and you know when they say they will, and you send me the message. Yeah, you guys are the reason why I'm still here telling stories. But yet you have so many stories of your own. I guess if I were to say one thing that I would want you all to take with you tonight. I follow so many of you, and you're sharing stuff, and you're sharing stuff about your businesses, and you're sharing stuff about your life, right? And some of you are so, I feel it. I feel it through your words. You think you're hiding it, but you're frustrated. You're angry. You're sad. You don't understand. But yet, you are in this mindset that tells you you have to settle. You have to settle for what you're being dealt out because it's all you deserve, because it's all you're going to get, because you're never going to get better. Stop thinking that. Stop thinking, well I can't change this. I can't change this. So, you know what? We're all just going to have to deal with it because we can't change it. Do you really have to just deal with it? Or do you choose to deal with it? Again, story time? Sure. You know the story, but we'll talk about it again. I would love to tell you that the reason that I left Avon. Now we all know why I left. We all know they tossed me out, but y'all know that I was heading that direction before then, right? I would love to tell you that it was just because of this or that. But this is what I found out. Hi, Kim, love you, baby. When I found out and I went back and I started listening to my lives from 4 months prior, and I found myself telling you guys in lives, guys, we're just going to have to accept it. Guys, we're just going to have to go with this and figure out how we're going to do it because it's not going to change because they've made up their mind and this is how it's going to be. And you have to live like that. You're going to have to just decide that's how you're going to do business because that is all we have to go with. So we've got to hold on to that. I'm here to tell you I'm sorry. I'm sorry I told you that. I'm sorry that I told you that you were supposed to settle for less. I'm sorry I told you I didn't tell you that you deserved more, that you deserved better, that we all deserved better. That I didn't understand why we were getting worse. I didn't understand why we weren't getting better. I didn't understand why there weren't people fighting for us in the company. But what I knew was I wasn't happy because we no longer had a say-so. We no longer had a voice. And I found myself saying, they're not listening, guys, so we're just going to have to figure out how we're going to do it this way. And slowly but surely, like me, everybody's business started to crash. Not everybody's, but a lot of people. And if I was one of those people who you hung on because I said, guys, we have to hang on. We don't have a choice. I'm here to say it again. I apologize. Because what I should have done, as I should have said, we do deserve more. We deserve the best they can give us. We deserved the best website, the best support, the best protection. We deserved the best products. We deserved products to be there in the box. We deserved all of that because we went out and we did the work. We did the work and we killed it. We killed what we could. But every time we settled, we gave away another piece of ourselves. For me, another piece broke off of me. I could not see all the pieces laying in front of me because slowly but surely I could not see that my will to fight for you was breaking. because I didn't feel like the right people were in place who was going to fight for us. It wouldn't have been right for me to come to all of you and tell you I was looking at other companies. But to keep a roof over my head, I had to. I had to start looking. I knew something had to be done because I was already working 60 hours of DoorDash and I couldn't do any more of that. I had to start something that I knew I could be good at. And let me say, I looked at a lot. Like, I looked at pharmacy. I looked at Mary Kay. I looked at Celeste. I looked at some new companies. I looked at some global companies. I mean, and I did this for 11 months. 11 months I looked at companies. I met with companies. And I couldn't get peace. So, the whole time I'm still working what I was doing, right? But by that time, I had fallen off from doing any lives with you guys. Because I told Lee, I cannot get on there any longer and tell them to accept less than they deserve any longer. I cannot tell them that that is okay. When I hear somebody or I read about somebody voicing their frustration now, and I see people come underneath their post and say, why are you whining about this? There isn't anything that you can do, so just deal with it or quit. Wow. Just deal with it or quit. Because they left out the part that we are not worthy of anything more than is what is being dealt to us. My heart broke for those people that I continue to see. My dear sisters and brothers in Canada who deal with even more than the U.S. If you are okay with where you're at, based on what you're getting, I'm here to tell you, stay. If you're loving what you're doing and you're okay, whether they're providing less for you or not, if you're okay, be okay. But don't be okay because you don't have any other choice. Don't be okay because you somehow or other believe that you don't deserve more. It's like being in a freaking abusive marriage where the guy tells you how rotten you are and how fat you are and how ugly you are and that you're a bad mother and that you're a bad wife and that you're a bad person and you just stay. I did not spend all those years building you up, telling you that you could be better than you had ever been, to watch you let a company or other people slap you down and tell you you are not worthy of something better. Yes, you are. And I don't care for those who come on here because you're just on here to watch me and see what Molly's going to say. I'm sorry. If you think that you do not deserve better than what you're getting, you don't want to need therapy, my friend. Okay? We need some, everybody hashtag it. Hashtag you need therapy. Hashtag we all need therapy, right? Look, I needed therapy because I was there too. I'm not chastising you. I'm telling you. That is what I thought too. And I realized nobody works harder than the representative. And yes, you heard me, the representative, not the ambassador, the representative. I don't care what they call you. You're the best damn representatives they ever had. And they keep changing things because they just want to see if you'll be okay with it. If you'll just accept it. If you'll just say, well, this is how it is, so either shut up and the rest of us are just going to do it. The rest of us are going to accept exactly where they've put us. No matter what. I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, my God, you get more communication if you go work at the 7-Eleven on the corner. At least they'll talk to you about your schedule, right? Stop settling for less. Whether you're in a relationship, whether you're in a business. I don't have to. See, in my company, we have the control. We have the control. We control what we want to do, and yet what they do is they put the absolutely best out there they can, the best products, the best delivery, the best packaging, the best shipping, the best support. They put out the best website. They perfect it. They listen. They give us apps, marketing apps, samples that we can send. They say, no matter how you want to do it, the one thing you'll never walk away from our company saying is that you did not have the best to work with. That was the music to my ears that I needed. You may choose not to work with this, and this, but you will never be able to say that we did not give you the best to work with. It will require your work. It will require that fortitude. It will require you digging deep. It will require you to do something that maybe you haven't done in a long time. But if you do it, you will do it with the best. So why was I willing to start over? Because if I'm going to give my best, I want somebody to give me their best. They deserve it, and I deserve it. And no matter what you choose, what company you're at, if you're not getting the best from them, you deserve their very best. And if it's not up to your standards, better start looking. Better start wondering, is all that blood, sweat, and tears worth it? Are your events worth it? When you leave an event, do you feel empowered? Do you feel like you could take on the world? Do you feel like, oh my gosh, it just keeps getting better? Do you remember those days? When you were part of something, no matter what it was, and you just felt like it just keeps getting better. That still exists out there. I need you to know. It does. But if you allow yourself to get beat down and drugged down, and you keep digging in those ditches and nobody's paying you your worth, my friend, is it their fault? Or is it your fault for taking it? Because see, it was my fault. I'm going to give away one of these tonight. I'm going to be giving these away for a few weeks. And yeah, they all cost me money. And I'm back in a place when I can do this again, and that makes me very happy. But this isn't a storybook romance. This is real freaking life right here. This is starting from nothing, believing that you'll have something, working amongst all your failures, getting to the top, being broke down and having something demolish you, and finding your way back. And Kim, that's okay. Kim, look, girl, let me tell you something. This Grammy, I was thinking the same thing. Do you know what got me thinking differently, Kim? Let me share this with you real quick. You know, for the longest time I said, if Avon ever felt folded, that would be it for me. It'd be it for me because I put so much into it. I couldn't imagine doing that anywhere else. Working that hard. It took me 7 years to get to the top, that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot. And Kim, the deeper I dug into my Bible, and the deeper that I started praying, asking God for direction, because I was so mad at the industry. I mean, I wasn't just mad at Avon. I was mad at Rodan and Fields. I was mad at all these companies turning affiliate and turning their back on leaders. I was mad that people were being publicly traded, the companies, and they just didn't care about the people who built it. I was so mad at the industry, but I wanted to believe, Kim, I wanted to believe that there was more. I wanted to believe that there should be, because look, our industry get a lot of heat anyways. The whole time we've been in it, baby. And I have to tell you, I kept saying, I don't know what you want from me. I'm still going out here door dashing. I'm still selling whatever I can get Avon to drop in the box, which wasn't much at the time. I couldn't get people to come on and join because I didn't feel like there was anything to offer. I was so beside myself, but I said, do I really, 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 these companies, do I really want to do this? And I praying and praying and saying, God, I need you to knock me over the head with a 2x4. I literally said that. I don't know what to go. I don't know if this is the industry. Do you want me to go back to a corporate job? Do I work my way up in the store chain again? I know I'm valuable. I know my skills are valuable. I know I'm a people. I know how to love people. I know what I have to give, but I don't know where it will be used at its best. And Kim, somebody sent me the link that Steve Boston had gone to a company after, I think he had been on a liaison, like he didn't go to anybody for like a year and a half. And somebody sent me and said, did you see where Steve Boston went? And I was like, no, but I'll take a look. I had no clue what it was. I thought it was like a corporate job, Mark in America, right? That's what I thought, Kim. And of course I reached out to him. And when I talked to the owners, and it was freaking me out, Kim, because they're in North Carolina. They're in Greensboro, Kim. I'm in Statesville, babe. I'm like, how in the world can this place be 45 minutes away from me? And I never knew about it. I've been in this industry 20 something years. And every time I asked those people something, they were honest. They never got defensive with me. They never got frustrated with me. When I ask questions like, I want to know why nobody knows about you. It's like you're the best kept secret in direct sales. And they said, I know. You're right. We got to fix that. We've been so busy going home to home, person to person, Kim, kind of like we did back in the day. We've been so busy doing that, we haven't jumped on the train of letting everybody know, but we're getting ready to change that. My first question. Do you have any premise of ever going affiliate? He said, absolutely not. Why would we do that? It's not our company to do that. We didn't build this company. The people in this company built it. I wanted to know if they ever have a chance to be publicly traded, and would they ever sell the company? Because we know that was a big demise for us, not once, but twice in Avon. They let me ask all the hard questions, and they gave me answers. And they didn't give me answers that I wanted to hear. And then when I kept asking, I found myself apologizing, Kim. I said to this guy, the owner, I said, I'm really sorry I have all these questions for you because, and he says, don't you ever be sorry for pointing things out that you think are not right with the company or could be better. He said, because Molly, every time somebody like you comes and they poke holes in what we're doing, it gives us a chance to plug the hole and do it better. Hey, Kim, that 2x4 that I was looking for, God hit me square upside the head at that moment. Somebody who listened and said, we are here to help you get it until you get it. And if you're here to help us be better, our ears are open. Remember when we got that? Remember that? that, Kim, I said at the time, of course, I was 60, almost 61. I told him, I said, look, dude, I don't have 20 years to rebuild something. I said, I don't want to spend 20 years rebuilding something. And he said, you won't have to here. If you follow the plan, we have a 2 to 3 year plan. You can be making a healthy income in no time. Our products are in stock, and when something is out of stock, it's normally back within a week. You don't have, we ship everything here. We make it here. You don't have any worries, Molly. So if by some chance you ever choose us, I want you to know that we got you. So here I am now, Kim, on my way to 62. Further along, in exactly 1 year and 2 weeks old, where it would have taken me 5 years to get where I am today. So, Kim, I guess my message is he didn't lie to me. And I just wanted some honesty, man. I just wanted somebody who found value in me, found value in Stephen, found value in Carrie, that no matter what we had to bring, and by the way, Kim, we didn't all bring the same thing, right? But they wanted any talent that we had and any talent that they could help build. They didn't care about our weaknesses. They said, man, we're gonna help you. We're gonna help you. And they did. So you can see what I was lacking, Kim. And in order for me to believe in me again, no matter where I was in the age bracket, which is getting up there now, sis, right? That I can make this thing happen. And by the way, I'm not here to tell you it's been easy. Pooh, boy, you asked my, it has not been easy. Learning something brand spanking new that's completely different from anything that you've ever seen. Leadership side of this thing, they don't even call it leadership, right? The commission side, when you bring people in, completely different. But what I loved about things is like the retail. The retail, everybody makes the same retail commission no matter what. I love that. I love that. I love the fact that it doesn't matter if you come in day one or you've been in 29 years. You're going to make the same retail commission as the person who's been in 29 years. I love that. I love that we get the breaks on the product. I get to help people make them feel better. That when somebody says, my kid has this problem, that I can say, have you tried this? And it's a supplement. It's not a big pharma. It's not a big pharma. It's not a drug. It's not something that's going to give you more side effects. You need to sleep. You got restless leg syndrome. You got joints that have been bothering you for years. You got brain fog going on. Are you scared to death because Alzheimer's runs in your family? Are you scared to death that you're going to get it? What is your fear? Because I've got a way to help make it better. So not only did God hit me over the head with a 2x4, he said, sister, if you will give this thing your all through your frustration and through your Molly Stone bib complaining and feeling sorry for yourself and you shouldn't have to do this, if you do this and you learn and you want to help people, I am going to let people see exactly the powerhouse that you have partnered with. And when I bring you home one day, Molly, to heaven, you're going to have given people more of their life back to feel better. Kim, I never thought that would be me. I was just looking to give people a good mascara every now and then, you know? So, intention. This is not, guys. And Kim, this isn't to get you joined. I love you. Kim and I are going to be entrusted sisters the rest of our life simply because she's one of those people who nobody makes me laugh harder. And we've always been able to be completely honest. And she's one of the ones like Rosie and the rest who have followed me for so long that they have seen every up and down because I have been stupid enough to share everything in my life with you. But I want you to just find value in you, no matter who you are. Don't let anybody, not a company, not a person, not an executive, not a husband, not a family member, do not let anybody steal your value and tell you that you are not worthy of more when you are giving more, because you guys have got the biggest heart and you've allowed people to give you the most excuses in the world for why things are the way they are. You've given people so many chances to give you every excuse, but yet you can't get a phone call or a clear answer to tell you why you've lost that love and feeling, but you're just treading water anyways. You don't have to tread water anymore. You are not required to. Don't do it just because it's all you've ever known. Make sure whatever you're doing counts and that you find joy in it. And when you go to bed tired at night, man, make sure that there's something from that day that you're so proud that you're tired because, boom, last night I was on a Zoom with Tracy and Janet. And if you know who they are, you know who they are. If you don't, it's okay. The two of my team members. I was on a Zoom with them late. And there were questions after questions after questions. And look, they've been with me almost a year too. I was so proud of myself that a year ago I couldn't answer those questions. Because, man, I didn't think I was ever going to get it because it's something new. And I'm just not the smartest cookie in the pack. Okay, I need y'all to know. Y'all, some of you think I might be life smart, but I'm not smart all the time. But I need you to know that for me to be able to sit and help guide them through understanding something, that by the time I went to bed last night, I was freaking exhausted. But we had gotten a new partner signed up yesterday. And she came from a world where she was not feeling appreciated. And these two young ladies have fought so hard, but yet for the first time in a long time, can I tell you what happened? We laughed more on trying to understand things, and Lee was sitting here beside us and he was helping, all of us understand. And sometimes it's not making the best decision, it's making the right decision right now, right? My heart was full, and as much as I was like, oh God, Lee, I'm brain dead right now, it's okay, because we kid around. We go, we're just going to take magnesium the night before bed. Our brain will be all great by tomorrow morning. It's going to be fine, baby. Now we have these cures for things that we can take this and we'll be okay. And it took me a while to get my mojo back. Even joining a new company, it took me a while to get my belief in me back. And Steve Bosson and Mark Ashley and all of them have had to really work with me over the last year because, guys, I was broken, man. I was broken. I need you to know that. I was broken. And I said to Lauren, I'll never forget this. Matter of fact, I said it in a reel I did. I said, Lauren, I read your book. And I followed your story, and you have been my mentor for the last year. And Lauren, all those broken pieces that were in front of me that I thought I could never put back together again, you gathered them all up and you put them back together differently. And you allowed me to find out who I'm supposed to be now. Not who I was. Who I was supposed to be now. Even though I was So broken. Again, Kim, 2x4. Over the head, baby. Bam, 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 bam. God was talking to me. I need you to know. No matter who you are, and especially if you're in this group, don't let me hear you say, well, sometimes we don't have a choice but to settle. We don't have a choice, but you always have a choice. But we let somebody rob us of that choice a long time ago, who made us feel like we were less than if we did not give more when we were not being given what we were given. No more. I need you to heal. I need you to heal. I need you to know that you are here for a reason. You are here for a purpose. And you are loved. And if you ever doubt it, you get onward the next chapter and you say, hey, Molly, you love me today? I need somebody to love me today because I'm there as soon as I'm tagged. And I'm going to be the person to say, you damn right I love you today. And I loved you yesterday. And I'm going to love you tomorrow too. Because you are worthy of more. You are. So don't let somebody steal that from you. Number one takeaway in the year. Don't let people steal your worth. And it can be anybody. I'm not just talking about companies. I'm talking about family members. I'm talking about people who say you're your friends, but they keep knocking you down. People who say, oh, they got you, they got you, they got you. Right? They got you, ha ha ha, but there she goes again, starting another business. Who didn't know that crap was going to happen? Do you really think that's somebody being supportive of you? And they go, oh, well, I was just kidding. No, they weren't. No, they weren't. Stop accepting that from people. Families and friends are the absolute worst. That you decide you're going to do something, you decide you're going to be better, you decide you're going to be brave, you decide you're not going to stay stuck, you decide that you're going to be who you want to be, and they go, oh, yeah, okay, there she goes. You know what it is? You make them uncomfortable because you're always looking for a way to saddle up and be better. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. You are cut from a different cloth. You may have the same blood running through you, but that doesn't make you the same person. And don't you let them drag you down and tell you that you have to settle. No, you don't. 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 And just because, you know what? Look, are you worried about if you say no to something? You worried about people turning their back on you? Hey, have you noticed? I'm still here. All those top leaders in the company, not all of them. 75% of them, they have ghosted me like they never knew me. Except when I was training them in Onward No Matter What, training their team members, right? Except when I was keeping their team members. So they didn't have to talk to them. All they had to do was go to Onward No Matter What, and everything they wanted to know was in there. Let me tell you something. If I can make it through the ghosting, if I can make it through the talks behind your back, if I can make it being the center of conversation of completely just kicking me in the gutter like they have in so many groups or personally in Zooms or how could she do this? No, what they should have said is, how could she not? How could she not when she bought the dream, when she did the work, when she made the cut, when she hit the titles, when she was making the money, when she had the team, when she was helping the whole freaking company? And then they decided to rob me of everything by changing all the rules. Pah! Let me tell you something. I was in the gutter for a little while. Somebody kept saying, get back up. Get back up. I'm not done with you. You get back up. This is going to be your biggest comeback, Molly Stonebib, that you have ever seen in your life. This comeback is going to be amazing, and you're going to have people who are going to be on this comeback with you that you never imagined, and nobody's going to be able to hurt you because you believed in yourself and you knew that God had a purpose, and you said, I'm going for it. Even if I fall down, I'm going for it. You deserve it. You deserve more. Cheryl, that's funny, right? Yeah. Get in there. Do more, Cheryl. We know it's tough. Get in there. Why's your order lower? Come on, Cheryl. Cheryl. It's not the sign of a good leader, in case you didn't know. Yeah. You have a good leader. Your leader shows up all the time. God bless you guys. But you know what, Cheryl? She probably just trying to hang on, man. She sees you not being able to do what you used to do, and nobody's looking at what's really happening. That they've changed everything that we've ever known. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I'd miss it, y'all. I don't. You know why? Because I got to keep the best part. I got to keep you. What I was going to miss was this. Now, I got you. I got the good things in the divorce. I got you. I got to share my happiness. I get to pray for you. I get to support you. I get to feed you jokes. I get to cook with you. I get to live life with you. I get to share with you. I get to have you pray for me. I got news for them. I don't care what they walked away kicking me to the curb. I still ended up with the prize because I got you. So for those of you who stayed around, thank you. Because if you're still here, you're meant to be here. You're meant to be here. Phew. Life's strange, isn't it? Did we ever really think that we would be here? It's okay. But I'm not going to leave you alone about letting you know that you deserve more, that you deserve better. And if you get mad at me, you get mad at me because you know I'm right, because you'll be back. You'll be back. Many of you get mad. Oh, I can't believe Molly said that. It was like she hit me right between the eyes. I don't know why she do that like that. She come in, she like, boom, Jesus take the wheel, Jesus take the whole car. She says she's going to pray for it, telling me that I'm settling for blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, the next life, they're like, Molly, you know, I really got to thinking, you know, you was probably right about that. It's okay. See, I used to do that. I used to do that too and get mad. Yes, Rosie, we've got each other. We are family. Always. Always. So, stand up for you. Do me a favor. If it's not interrupting your life, let's have a standing date. Friday nights, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Let's do this. If I'm not going to show up, I'm going to let you know. But it's going to have to be something that takes precedence. Otherwise, I'm going to be here. And if you can't be here because you want to date with your hubby or something, that's okay. Because you know what? The replay will be here for you. And you will be able to go back and it will feel almost like it's always been here. But let's do this. Let's keep talking about how to better ourselves. Let's keep talking about how to find the joy. Let's keep talking about what we need to let go of and what we need to grab a hold of. Let's stop acting like we are old sons of guns who just freaking have no more life to live. And I got news for you. I don't care how old you are. If you're still here, you got life to live. And if you're going to live it with me, you better keep up. Okay? You better keep up. Because I'm back. And I have been for a while. And Friday nights is our time for an hour and a half. We're going to share. We're going to love on one another. And when life is hard, you're going to know when nobody else gets you, I am right here getting you and praying for you, kicking you in the haunches when you need it, loving on you when I know you need it. And we're going to talk about old times, and we're going to talk about new times. And we're going to hold each other up when nobody else seems to care. You better come to Statesville and see me, man. Work it out. Come on, girl. I'm working less DoorDash now. You need to come see me. We will sit. I'm not getting drunk with you, Kim. I can't do it. My team ruined me. Not going to get drunk with you. But I still have really good wine and really good... I got good stuff in the house. I fixed it for you. I even got a bedroom you can stay in, okay? Really nice, very cozy, nice mattress, all the good stuff, okay? I'll cook you dinner, then I cook you breakfast. I will. So come see me. Door's always open, 100%, 100%. So I love you. Look, check out my shop. Check out if you want to know, if you're on here and you want to know what Market America is all about, that is pinned. marketamerica.com/onward. If you want to know, now there are products and stuff on there, but if you want to know more about the products and about shopping with cash back and all the other stores you do know about, then go to shop.com/onward. You knew that there was no way that I was going to have any other word at the end of my URL than onward. You knew that, right? So shop.com/onward. And you can put in the search bar, you can put in the name of the store, any store. And if they are a part of it, of shop.com, you will absolutely, you can earn cash back. And also, did you also know that you could shop at your, you could actually go eat at your local restaurants? And you can earn cash back there. You put in your card on this, and then you go shop and you pay with that card, and you get cash back if your restaurant's part of it. Some crazy crap, right? Eat and shop and get paid for it. Quite a concept. Okay, so go have a great weekend. I'll see you on Tuesday for the Bible study in the morning. And see you back here on Friday night for our little thing that we're going to start doing. It's a date. Don't miss it. And tomorrow, I will plug in stupid cough. I will plug in who's going to get this book. So, if you're watching the replay, respond to what we're talking about. Tell me your thoughts. Because it's going to be the people who are involved who are going to be entered for this book. Okay? This is a good book. And by the way, if you want this book, you can go to Amazon. Go to Barnes & Noble. You can go to scrambledorsunnyside-up.com. But you know what? I'm going to have a few more copies I'm going to be giving away in the coming months. So if you don't have the money, maybe you'll be one of the ones who gets one of these. Do you feel lucky? Lucky. I love you guys. Have a great weekend.